The great atheist thinker Friedrich Nietzsche said, all truths are bloody truths to me. In other words, like if I believe it, I'm going to fight for it and die for it. I think sometimes Christians can fall into that trap to think that everything is an issue that's at the tip of the spear worth dying and fighting and bleeding over. And I think we need to focus in as the church at some of those issues that are really the most important. And it seems to me that all the issues that we need to address have something to do with the issues of human dignity and human identity. I mean, you could talk about everything. I mean, as a dad of 3 little girls, I care a lot, not so much about the fashion industry because of modesty issues, but because we've actually set up a culture that treats women as nothing more valuable than what they look like. I mean, they're being compared day in and day out to other human beings who don't exist in real life, right? When you bring up all the sexual issues, it's the same thing. It's not just the sexual behavior that we're moving on. It's that we want to say somebody's fundamental, core, most important thing about them are their sexual inclinations and sexual choices. And I think all of these issues go at the heart of the gospel, because the gospel begins, as Nancy Pearcey wrote in her excellent book, Total Truth, in Genesis 1, not Genesis 3. It doesn't begin with the fall. It begins that God created us in His image and in His likeness and gave us a role and a responsibility and a place to play. That's huge. And so Christians can speak to those issues whenever somebody is being dehumanized. And so that brings up issues of life and issues of marriage and issues of bioethics and biotechnology, because all of these have to do with the dignity and the value of the human person.